Hey everybody, welcome to KastorCorner.com. I'm your host Cleo here for another toy of the day here on our YouTube channel. What do we got for you? Well, this week, again, Diamond has sent over a ton of stuff. The pile is starting to dwindle, but we're still moving through it. Thank you so much for Diamond for sending these along for a review. We've done a lot of Marvel Select so far, and Marvel items. You saw Cyclops and Doom. We talked about Carnage. You can check out full galleries of all these things as well as the archive on KastorCorner.com. Follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on all social media. Check out the Cornercast podcast every Monday night before midnight. New episode. So, subscribe there. Subscribe to the channel somewhere on either side of the page. Let me move Carnage out of the way so we can get into today's. So today is the re-release of the Swedish Chef from the Muppet Select line from the Disney Muppets. And, I love all the sets. I really do. I think we have reviews for all the sets during the original releases on our website. You'd have to search for it, but they're there. I've been a huge fan of this line. I think it's one of my favorite action figure lines, complete from top to bottom. I missed out on the Palisades Muppets, one of the biggest regrets of my collecting life. But I think the Diamond Select ones are equally as impressive, and they scale really well with the other action figure lines, the other Select lines. So they look really great next to Spider-Man or Thor or Iron Man or whatever, so you can kind of mix and match and move them in. And so we're going to take a look at the Swedish Chef tonight. So again, Diamond sent this over. Thank you very much, Diamond. Zach and the whole crew over there. So I don't usually do unboxings, but I couldn't figure out a not weird way to show you everything that's included, because these Muppet Select figures, let me tell you, they pack in the accessories. And there's two figures that don't have a release slot yet. Sam the Eagle and Rizzo the Rat. They were previewed at Toy Fair and Comic-Con, and Rizzo's my favorite Muppet, honestly. And so I really want it. So these need to do better and continue to sell. So please buy them so we can get Rizzo and Sam and at least finish out the things that we saw as a public for Muppets. And so I couldn't figure out a good way to show you everything that comes in this package without doing an unboxing. So that's why he's still in the box. Because the parts are really small. And so it would be really hard for me to show you like this little teeny thing up at the camera. So we're going to start with the main tray, which has Chef, some pots, some talking vegetables, and what could be Carmella. So there he is. The veggies are in there, the chicken, some pots to cook in, some alternate hands, and a table. It's those little details that really, really set that apart from the other lines that have come out, all the accessory things to make little diorama parts for them. You can probably build a Muppet stage for these guys. I think I'm out of focus, so let's see if we can pull back focus. Sort of. Sorry, guys. So the other tray has all of his chef stuff. We have a large frying pan, small saucepan, a couple stock pots, a tennis racket, mallet, a griddle, fly swatter, something burnt here, a few saute pans. We've got a flour sifter, rolling pin, hatchet, ladle, spoon, two spatulas, spoon, and fork. I couldn't hold all these things up to the screen to really show you, to the camera to show you, effectively as it doing this way. It's just, listen, if you want to build a kitchen thing and you, this is the set. Like, even if you don't want the Swedish Chef and you're building your kid's dollhouse or whatever, I know a lot of companies don't like talking about secondary uses for these things. I will try to stop talking while I'm playing with the plastic. because I'm sure that that's enough. I'm going to leave the little veggies inside for right now. So table's pretty simple. But I know a lot of companies here. Wait, we'll see if we can reset them. There we go. A lot of companies don't like talking about secondary uses for their products. I think for us as collectors that do photography and do photo shoots and like to really display our figures, I think it's an important selling point, because I can look at it and say, well, maybe I can buy 2 Swedish chefs and use the second table for Bunsen and Beaker, because I don't remember if they came with a table. It's been like 3-4 years, 4 years, 5 years. So yeah, so he is articulated. Good job on that. Single jointed knees and elbows, but really you don't need him to do too much. Just have him standing at the table doing a show, talking about his favorite recipes in a language that nobody can understand. But Carmela, Gonzo's wife, girlfriend, does sort of fit in the pot. It's a very awkward situation if Gonzo were to walk in right now. Let's see if we can get these out. So he comes with alternate hands. These are closed a little bit more to hold on to everything a little bit better, because those have a lot smaller grips than some of the other stuff. Sorry, the veggies are taped in. And do I have a knife? I think I have a knife. So the veggies do have faces. If you're going to be able to see it. No. I'll take really good pictures. But they can go into the pans, into the saute pans, into the frying pan. This looks like it could be either a skillet or a paella pan, and they fit in there. He's got what looks like a burnt meatloaf or overdone meatloaf, and somebody I know likes it overdone, so they'll appreciate that. You know who you are. So yeah, I think one of the best parts of this line is the accessories. Honestly, like, the characters are great. I think the sculpt and the representation of the Muppet characters with legs, which we don't normally get to see a lot of times, they have done a great job. From Fozzie to Animal to Kermit to Piggy, they have done an amazing job with this line. I'm sad that the ABC show didn't continue. I'll admit I didn't watch the whole thing. I love the Muppets, and it was just so much on. I want to go back and watch it, to be honest with you, because I liked the premise of it. Muppets growing up were always a favorite of mine, and so having 3D representation, especially when, he's got a lot of range of motion. He could do a full split. That's pretty good. Did it on camera, guys. Not worried about breaking at all. They're solid figures. Grew up loving the Muppets, loving Gonzo, loving Rizzo. So having Gonzo already, but not having Rizzo is a big thing. So please, guys, whatever you have to do, go and buy 3 of these. Go let them know we want more Muppets. Gotta tell them, because honestly, I need Rizzo. I really, really need Rizzo. This video should be titled, "Please Give Us Rizzo," or "Free Rizzo," or any of those things that are trending on Twitter right now, because we definitely need these. So I will put up a full gallery of these guys, including all the cooking items that you see here, all displayed out, along with some other Muppets might pop in for a guest spot, or maybe Spider-Man will help the chef cook. You can see scale there, how much bigger they are. Or Iron Man, or Thanos might, or Carnage might. Carnage would be a good one to come and help him cook. We have a full gallery up on castorscorner.com. You can follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner. Check out the Cornercast podcast every Monday night on Apple Podcasts. Thank you, Diamond, again for these figures for review. And remember, hit the subscribe button down below, because the more of you that join us, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you. And really, that is one of the best parts of this journey. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night for another Toy of the Day here on Castor'sCorner.com.